aim and action.
Hello, hello, hi, good morning for the judges and everyone who watched this video. Thank you so much for the opportunity to let me deliver my argument here. I am Roberto Aldivia, from first speaker from opposition team, would gladly to refuse the motion. Our motion today is this House would require political candidates to pass a political competency test in order to run for office. As the opposition team, I confidently disagree with our motion today because many of consideration. Ignoring the role of the people as one of the elements of democracy, the government assumes that the people do not have the ability to choose politicians without any quality assurance from the government. This is an affront to the sovereignty of the people. Instead, it needs education, politics to the people, and more transparent campaign. People are fully empowered to choose and to bear the consequences of their choice. In the democratic system, the people have the right to determine who is worthy of leading, not the testing agency, not the selecting committee, not the elite who compile the question. If a candidate is incompetent, then let the public judge through debates, campaigns, and track records. When we replace the people vote with written tests, we are not filtering quality, we are sabotaging democracy itself. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know about policy competency? Competency politics refers to competencies or tests related to political science, law, sociology, and economics. Say about that, I stand with my two reasons. Okay, and now I'll go with my first reason. But first, let me explain about soft skill, guys. Soft skills are abilities that we possess outside of our academic education, such as leadership, public speaking, teamwork, good communication, problem solving, emotional intelligence, and creativity. Speaking of soft skill, as I mentioned above, three of them are emotional intelligence, problem solving, and leadership. And just so you know, not all academically intelligent people have good emotional intelligence. Furthermore, if they lack emotional intelligence, they will automatically be unable to cope with stressful situations. As a result, they will not have good leadership and problem-solving skills. Now imagine if your leaders lack leadership qualities, they won't be able to guide us effectively. Imagine if they lack emotional intelligence, they might make hasty decisions, and thus the principle of problem solving wouldn't apply. Based on what the government team said, the political competency test is clear. However, in practice, it is still very opaque and cannot guarantee the absence of fraud among the judges and participants. This is because fundamentally, the political system is not yet completely free from the intervention power. And again, talking about the judges, are you sure that the judges are definitely honest and trustworthy? Sometimes they even accept bribes from irresponsibility, people without hesitation. In my opinion, that is very untrustworthy, and I strongly disagree with this motion that this House would require political candidates to pass a political competency test in order to run for office. And now, I will move to my second reason. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone has the right to vote and be elected. Okay, to be elected. This means that everyone also has the right to participate in election. So, if we conduct a political competency test, it is a form of injustice for everyone. Because if we enforce this, it is the same as not allowing everyone to run for office in political. The right to participate in election, it's not just opinion, it's argument, strong argument, because it's based on the data. As stated in article in Indonesia, we could say as pasal 43 Undang-Undang Nomor 39 Tahun 1999 about hak asasi manusia, it regulates the right of every citizen to vote and be elected in general election, as well as the right to participate in governance. That's not fair, guys. If everyone has the right to be elected, it's unfair. If it's one side, it will be unfair, and many people will protest. Ladies and gentlemen, based on my argument and all of my explanation before, I confidently disagree with our motion today that this host would require political candidates to pass a political competency test in order to run for office. Thank you.